medicine is booming and blooming all over the world.
Oh, is it ever? Here on Healing Quest, we've told you about plant power, not only in the U.S., but also in Europe, Central America, and South America.
And today, we're off to Southeast Asia to find out about a botanical that's helping keep both men and women healthy.
2 hours south of Saigon, workers move quietly across fertile fields where herbal wisdom and modern science have intersected. The crop here is a plant called Crinum latifolium. For centuries, it was in very short supply and reserved only for the men and women of the royal family. Now, modern science has determined that these plants can be a powerful support for men seeking prostate health and women seeking ovarian and uterine health.
Vừa rồi con thấy tình hình bên cái tổ đồng bào của mình công nhân có khỏe không?
And now a Vietnamese pharmacist and scientist has found a way to improve and standardize the potency of the Crinum latifolium grown here. As a result, Crinum latifolium is now being made available to the world as a dietary supplement called Crila.
1990, chúng tôi đã nghiên cứu về.
Since the 1990s, we have studied many plants in the Crinum family. After determining the genetic breakdown, we studied the 12 different Crinum plants found in the wild to identify the one correct plant. This specific Crinum latifolium specimen was then brought to our farms for domestication.
Dr. Cham says she's improved the purity and potency of the plants grown here, resulting in Crinum with its own distinct DNA, different from all other Crinum. The plants here are harvested by hand and then washed by hand 6 times before being dried. Dr. Cham says all of her Crinum is grown by strictly regulated organic farming practices as certified by the World Health Organization.
Cái quan trọng nhất là chúng tôi không sử dụng thuốc trừ sâu.
The most important thing is that we do not use any chemical fertilizer in growing Crinum plants.
Sinh học hoặc là thuốc trừ sâu tổng hợp hóa học thì đều gây đến nguy hại cho sức khỏe con người.
The land being used here has been growing organic herbal medicines for years and is far from the areas that were affected by Agent Orange during what the Vietnamese call the American War. After the leaves are dried, they're shipped to Dr. Cham's factory for processing. Dr. Cham says every batch of Crila is tested twice to assure quality and allay concerns about contamination that arose as a result of problems with other products from Asia. And she says the factory itself has received a pharmaceutical-grade certification from the World Health Organization. In fact, Crila has been declared a national medicine by the Ministry of Health in Vietnam, one of only 3 such products to receive that designation in this country of 87 million people. The ministry has also conducted clinical trials involving Crila. One was for a widespread prostate problem, BPH, and involved 157 men over a 2-month period. In charge of the trial was the director of Vietnam's National Institute of Gerontology, who said they found that 89% of the men in the study were effectively treated for BPH with Crila. The other trial was for women suffering from uterine fibroid tumors. It involved 3 hospitals and 195 women and was supervised by a leading physician at Hanoi Medical University.
We found that Crila decreased the size or stopped the growth of the tumors in 79.5% of the women.
Crila has been in use in pharmacies and hospitals here since 2005, and it's proving to have benefits that go far beyond prostate, uterine, and ovarian health.
Prior to taking Crila, I had 6 to 12 hot flashes in a day.
Sheila McDonald moved to Saigon in 2008 with her husband, who's an oil company executive. Her hot flashes used to disturb her every night.
So since I've taken Crila, it was about the 2nd or 3rd day that I noticed that I wasn't having them at all anymore. And of course now I can sleep right through the night, which is great.
Colleen D is a graphic designer who moved to Saigon with her husband, who's a teacher. She's been dealing with fibroid tumors along with menopausal symptoms including night sweats, mood swings, and hot flashes.
I was having hot flashes 40 and up a day. And most people can count their flashes. Some people said they have 7 to 10. I said, oh my God, they can count. I can't even count. Mine are, like I said, 40 plus.
She'd been on hormone replacement therapy, but didn't like the side effects and wasn't able to find the HRT medication in Saigon. After only a few days on Crila, she said her night sweats and mood swings were much better, and her hot flashes were reduced by 75%.
The hot flashes were the hardest thing to handle, and it really was very effective for that, very effective.
Dr. Chom says her fields now produce enough crinum to permit the exportation of Crila to the U.S. and other countries. It's being tested in the U.S. for its healing properties, including some that go far beyond prostate, uterine, and ovarian health. Vietnamese health officials say their country has 12,000 natural species of plants, a botanical treasure house comparable to the Amazon rainforest. They say 3,000 plants here have already been identified as having medicinal properties. So top officials in Hanoi are eagerly welcoming herbal experts from around the world and delegations from influential groups like the American Botanical Council.
We do hope that we will have more time to discuss with them on the possibilities to collaborate with them and to work together in order to bring more and more high quality of products and botanical medicine to the market in Vietnam and also in the outside Vietnam, including in the U.S.
So it looks like Crila is by no means the only botanical medicine Vietnam will be bringing to the rest of the world in years to come.
Has Crila had any clinical trials in the U.S.?
It's coming up. Doctors from the Prostate Cancer Research Institute in LA are going to pursue clinical trials with Crila for both BPH and prostate cancer.
That's wonderful. And if you want more information about the new botanicals coming out of Vietnam, we have it for you on the Healing Quest website.